This is home. Twin States News starts right now.
I'm going to make sure that everybody in this generation gets $10,000 knocked off of their student debt as we try to get out of this god-awful pandemic.
Today, the president making a big announcement regarding Americans and student loan forgiveness. We have that story ahead, but first. A local healthcare company held a hiring event today to give more registered nurses a chance to work. Twin States News' Jasmine Stevenson tells us how they're hoping this initiative will improve home health care in the community.
Kendrick at Home will soon be rebranding itself as Centerwell Home Health. The company is taking the initiative to bring in new registered nurses to push home health care forward.
In home health, we go out and treat those patients that may have those. That's one of our main things that we do. We'll have patients that have COVID. We haven't had any with the monkeypox yet, but those are things where they can't get out of their home and go to the doctor. So we get those orders from the doctor, and we can treat those patients in their home without getting out in the public.
From medication management to wound care, in-home nurses have the task of teaching their patients how to properly take care of themselves.
With the patients being in their home, they feel like they are independent and really learn more in their own home because it's their comfort area. So that's with us going into their home, we're stepping into their comfort and helping them, and I feel like it's a better understanding to the patients. I feel like they pay more attention.
Giving patients a sense of independence translates into an overall better well-being.
Think about it, if you go out in public to the doctor's office, you're rushed to get out of there. So once you go into these patients' home, they feel comfortable and they feel like, oh, I can do this in my home and get back to what I used to do.
Kendrick at Home will officially change its name to Centerwell Home Health September 1st. Jasmine Stevenson, Twin States News, Meridian.
A local elementary school incorporating a new tool to encourage their students to read more books by welcoming a unique addition to the school. Twin States News' Donisha Branham has more on the new device that's offering a fun way to learn.
Northeast Elementary is the first school in our area to have a book vending machine. There are only 5 schools in the state of Mississippi and one now at Northeast Elementary School with the determination of the school's library media specialist.
This has been about a 5-year dream of mine. I saw it probably 5 years ago on some social media. Some schools up north were doing this, and so I have worked and saved and done fundraising to get enough money to get this for our school because we really need to encourage our readers.
Grace says that the students have a chance to win special tokens by reading outside of school that they then use in the vending machines.
And it is all about reward. There's special tokens that the kids will be able to get, and they will be able to choose their own book. And whatever book they want, they can choose. It's theirs to keep. They take it home. They read. It's about putting books in their hands. A lot of children don't have very many books at home, and so this way, they have an extra book. It's theirs. They take it home. They get to read it whenever they want to.
Grace says the dream of having a book vending machine for her students took about 5 years to complete, with the total cost for the book vending machine costing around $5,000, and says most of the books have been donated.
I'm working on writing a grant to get a bunch more, and then I have some more that's been donated. So as we go through them, there's more books that come. There's all kinds of different things. Some of these are higher level. We've got some lower level for our little kids, but they will be swapped out and more books will go in.
The school's principal says that he is excited for this new addition to be available for the students and believes this will encourage kids to read more.
So excited to have this. It's going to be a really good tool to keep our students reading, and it's a really good tool for us to use for some incentives that we have for students.
Donisha Branham, Twin States News, Meridian.
A community baby shower will be held this Friday, August 26th, beginning at 10 a.m. at Uptown Meridian Mall. The event is to celebrate new and expecting parents by giving away breastfeeding resources and even car seats that come with lessons on how to install them. The event is sponsored by MSDH, CPC Meridian, and Excel by 5. The Department of Housing and Urban Development recognized the Meridian Housing Authority for exemplary performance during a state conference. The staff and Board of Commissioners received awards for their excellent performance in operations and operation management. MHA provides safe and affordable housing to more than 3,000 eligible people. The Meridian Police Department is asking for your help tonight. They're looking for the suspects responsible for the shooting death of a 22-year-old man in November of 2012. Police have some evidence, but they have not been able to solve this crime. This is this week's Cold Case Files.
On November 10, 2012, at approximately 11:18 p.m., officers of the Meridian Police Department responded to a shots fired call in the 2100 block of 15th Avenue, with one person reported as being down or hit by gunfire. Responding officers discovered 20-year-old Terriana Collins lying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds near a black Dodge Neon that had also been hit by gunfire. It appeared as if Mr. Collins may have attempted to seek cover behind the vehicle. Mr. Collins was transported to a local hospital where he died from his wounds. A search of the crime scene resulted in the collection of numerous shell casings indicating multiple shooters were involved. A dark-colored stolen Ford F-150 was reported to have left the scene and was thought to have been involved in the assault. The motive in this assault is unknown.
A cold case is a crime that has not yet been fully resolved but remains open pending the discovery of new evidence or new witness testimony. We are asking you, the public, to provide that new evidence or testimony in this cold case by calling the numbers on your screen.
Today, President Biden announced he will cancel $10,000 in student loan debt for Americans earning less than $125,000 a year. He will also extend the pause on loan repayments. Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
Then candidate Joe Biden promised to do away with a lot of student debt.
I'm going to make sure that everybody in this generation gets $10,000 knocked off of their student debt as we try to get out of this god-awful pandemic.
Now President Biden is poised to forgive some of the combined $1.6 trillion that Americans hold in federal student loans. Wednesday afternoon, the president will announce more details, tweeting beforehand that those making $125,000 or less could have up to $10,000 forgiven, or $20,000 if they went to college on a Pell Grant. But there are critics on both sides.
Nobody wins in this student loan forgiveness debt, no matter how you want to slice the numbers.
The Penn Wharton business model says it will likely cost $300 billion if it's a one-time forgiveness at $10,000 with income caps. Other critics say it could set a bad precedent for universities to send tuition soaring.
I worry that we say to colleges, charge whatever you want, we're going to forgive the loan.
Republicans allege this is a last-minute vote grab by Democrats, and it forces those without degrees to pay off the debts of the college-educated.
I think it's ridiculous. It's really a slap in the face of the people that chose not to go to college.
The pause on loan repayments was supposed to expire in 1 week. The president plans to extend that one final time to the end of the year. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
As children head back to school, parents are being encouraged to get them vaccinated against COVID-19 to help prevent a possible spike in infections. Jonathan Sari has more from Atlanta.
Welcome to your first day of school!
It's back to school for kids across the country, and for many, COVID-19 precautions like mask wearing are being relaxed following the CDC's own changes to testing and quarantine guidelines.
I know that school the past few years for many has been a little bit disrupted by the COVID pandemic. And I think that, hopefully this year can be closer to a school year that we're used to.
This is a time now for us to normalize conditions.
But the CDC and doctors across the country continue to encourage parents to get their children vaccinated, saying it's the best defense against infection.
Especially before returning to group classroom settings, just to make sure that your child is up to date, including their primary series and any boosters they might be eligible for when it comes to COVID-19. That's going to be really what keeps our classrooms safe this fall going into the new school year.
Vaccination rates among school-age children remain low. Experts say the new subvariant of Omicron can have a high breakthrough rate and is highly transmissible, causing a concern over a potential spike in infections.
We want to keep kids healthy and prepared for school.
To help combat new infections, Pfizer is seeking federal approval for its new vaccine, which targets the latest Omicron variants along with the original strain of coronavirus. Meanwhile, the FDA has authorized the Novavax COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use in children ages 12 through 17. In Atlanta, Jonathan Sari, Fox News.
Ukraine observed an Independence Day today that also marked 6 months since Russia invaded the country, with fears that Moscow may step up its attacks. Megan Fitzgerald has more from Ukraine.
Today marks the 6 months since the Russians invaded Ukraine. Ukrainians are also celebrating their Independence Day. This comes as the entire country is on a heightened alert. Both the United States, along with Ukrainian intelligence, suggesting that the Russians are preparing a vicious attack. Now, in and around Kyiv, things are remaining calm, but mass gatherings have been banned. People have been told to work remotely and to pay attention to those air raid sirens when they go off and to take cover. But in the east of the country, in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, unrelenting shelling overnight where residential buildings were targeted. 5 people injured as this bloody war grinds on. Meanwhile, the president of Ukraine releasing a video reminding the people of their resilience and vowing to fight towards victory. In Bucha, Ukraine, Megan Fitzgerald, NBC News.
Still ahead, we have your complete forecast. Plus,
vacation rentals can be your home away from home, but they can also be contributing to the nation's affordable housing crisis. I'm Marianne Rafferty. Details straight ahead.